for the world as a whole, unless we change our way, you know, global warming is really going to stuff up the planet. But the interesting thing is, living here in the middle of Australia, we're actually better off at the moment, I don't know about the future, with global warming. The plants at least, yeah, and that was the thing I'm most interested in.
Well, how can that be?
Well, for a start, desert plants, their biggest limiting factor is moisture, water, right? So in the desert, when you have more carbon dioxide in there, you have to open your stomates for a shorter period to let the carbon dioxide in, and that means you lose less water from evaporation. So in other words, in Central Australia now, and most of the deserts of the world, plants are favoured by carbon dioxide. Doesn't work so well for wetter areas, because the limiting factor in wetter areas is nutrients, if you've got plenty of water. And so extra carbon dioxide doesn't help you.
And is this something that you've observed?
Oh yeah. See, in my nearly 80 years, the other important thing is we used to have about every 25 years we used to have really bad droughts. And I mean bad droughts, like, you know, I remember trying to walk home from town one day in Alice Springs, and the only way I could find my way home was to follow the edge of the road, because you couldn't see from here to you in the dust. Now we haven't had one of those for 50 years. So in other words, every 25 years we used to have terrible droughts, and now we haven't had one for 50 years.
We've had a couple of very dry years though, haven't we?
Yeah, and what happened is, if you look over there, and you can see lovely wattles looking very healthy after the worst drought we've had in the last 50 years. In the past, every 25 years, every wattle died. Flowered and fruited, produced some seed in the ground, and then they all died, every single one of them. Now, I haven't noticed this at all with our last drought.
It's still quite a short time in, you know, to talk
years.
about 50 years when we've got so little knowledge of what this place is like.
I mean, plants have to put up with extra temperature, but they used to that here in the desert.
Yeah.
So up till now, I've never seen the country so good. I reckon there's nearly twice as much biomass of trees and shrubs in Central Australia now than when I was a kid. Now, we have to blame the rabbits as well, so it's not just global warming.
So the rabbits having gone, things are coming back from the rabbits? Or?
Yeah, they used to ring bark a lot of the trees and shrubs. We've still got rabbits, but they're just not a serious medicine. So yeah, the plants in the last 50 years are the best they've ever been, probably best they've ever been for thousands of years in Southern Australia.